Hallo. We're now going to jump into our next usage of the dative, and that's with commonly heard expressions. And some of these are ones that you have heard before. They are expressions that are very, very common in day-to-day German usage. So they've definitely appeared in some of your Duolingo exercises, some of the videos that you've been watching, and they certainly make conversation quite a bit easier. And first off, there are just some dative verbs that you need to learn. And all of these verbs are perfectly normal as far as how they conjugate. The only thing that's special about them is that they always go together with the dative. So basically, when you see one of these verbs, you know that it's pointing towards an indirect object, towards someone or something else. And so our first is antworten. Antworten, to answer. Warum antwortest du mir nicht? Why don't you answer me? Danken, to thank. Ich danke dir für deine Hilfe. I thank you for your help. Gehören, to belong. Gehört dieser Wagen dir? Does this car belong to you? Gratulieren, to congratulate or to wish a happy birthday. It's used for both of those. Ich gratuliere Ihnen zu Ihrem Erfolg. I congratulate you on your success. And lastly, helfen, to help. Kannst du mir bitte helfen? Can you please help me? Or can you help me, please? And we're going to put those into practice. And so this is in your textbook on page 223 if you want to work along with us. And I've also just listed all those verbs at the top of the page again, just as a reminder so that you can plug them in as needed. Again, antworten, to answer. Danken, to thank. Gehören, to belong to. Gratulieren, to congratulate. And helfen, to help. So, kleine Gespräche. Alexander fragt, wem denn dieser tolle Wagen? Wem, that's our dative question word. So that already lets us know, oops, we're going to have to follow up with a dative verb. So, whom, this great car? Wem gehört denn dieser tolle Wagen? Meiner Freundin, my girlfriend. Warum schreibst du denn deinem Bruder nie? Why don't you ever write to your brother? Weil mir auch nie schreibt. Weil mir auch nie antwortet. Sorry, antwortet would probably be better if we're going to be practicing using our new verbs. Weil mir auch nie antwortet, because he never answers me. So why bother? Stefan fragt, warum kommst du nicht zu unserer Party? Why don't you want to come to our party? Weil ich meinem Vater helfen muss. Because I have to help my dad. So meinem Vater, it's your dative, helfen. And if you notice, muss at the end is your conjugated verb, whereas helfen is in the infinitive. Again, that's because just like all the way back when you first learned your modal verbs, those are going to be the verbs that are conjugated, and whatever verb they fit together with is going to stay in the infinitive. Warum rufst du Claudia an? Why are you calling Claudia? Sie hat heute Geburtstag und ich möchte ihr gratulieren. So why are you calling Claudia? It's her birthday today. So in German, she has her birthday today. And I'd like to congratulate her. Und ich möchte ihr gratulieren. Aber Frau Kuhn, warum bringen Sie mir denn Blumen? Frau Kuhn, why are you bringing me flowers? Weil ich Ihnen für Ihre Hilfe danken möchte. Because I would like to thank you for your help. Again, these 5 verbs are ones that you will use all the time, and they go together with the dative. The dative also is used with adjectives that express your personal opinion, taste, or conviction. And so this is one of the reasons, well, right from the very beginning, it's been a little bit hard sometimes to talk about how you're doing, because if I ask, wie geht's? You can just say gut, but if you want to say it's going well, you can't say ich bin gut. That would be like, I'm a good girl. Instead, you have to say, es geht mir gut. It is going well for me. You don't say, ich bin kalt. I'm a cold person. Sondern Mir ist kalt. It's cold for me right now. You might not feel that it's cold, but for me, it's cold. So the dative goes together with these adjectives. So for instance, das ist mir sehr wichtig. That's very important to me. Rockmusik ist meiner Oma zu laut. Rock music is too loud for my grandma. And if we put these into practice in your textbook cited 224 on page 224, we have a bunch of warum questions. Remember, warum, very useful question word, one you might hear a lot of if you're around any 3 or 4-year-olds, 2-year-olds. Why? Warum? And so what you're going to be placing in here are your personal pronouns. So basically, all of these in German use your dative personal pronoun, and that's what references the fact that these are your thoughts or feelings or perceptions, or somebody's thoughts, feelings, or perceptions. So warum kaufen Müllers das Haus nicht? Why don't the Müllers buy the house? Es ist ihnen zu klein. Ihnen, them, it's too small for them. Warum liest du den Roman nicht fertig? Why don't you finish reading the novel? Ist mir zu langweilig. The novel, is too boring for me. Warum trinkt Ingrid ihren Wein nicht? Why doesn't Ingrid drink her wine? Ist ihr zu sauer. He, the wine, is too sour for her. Warum geht Robert nicht schwimmen? Why doesn't Robert go swimming? Es ist ihm zu kalt. It's too cold for him. Warum mag Maria diesen Film nicht? Ist ihr zu sentimental. It's too sentimental for her. The film. So the film is too sentimental. Warum nehmt ihr die Wohnung nicht? Why don't you take the apartment? Sie ist uns zu dunkel. She, the apartment, is too dark for us. Und warum kauft Peter den Wagen nicht? Why isn't Peter buying the car? Ist ihm zu teuer. It's, or in German, he is too expensive for him. And in English, you would also say he and him if we were talking about a person, or in this case, it and him. It's too expensive for him. So again, dative used when you're talking about your perceptions of things. And so very useful if you're trying to explain how you're feeling, or if you want to talk about things that you might perceive differently than somebody else.